Hey, what's up? Good evening to all you soap opera fans in the Godfather. So just a little swimming. Before I open up I'll do my little give you my review on today's. Hey, what's up? Good evening to all you soap opera fans in the Godfather. So just a little swimming. I know a lot of you heard that little song I played opening my show, my review show of today's General Hospital. This the name of the song is called "The Day I Fall in Love" by the late James Ingram, sung by country music legend, one and only Dolly Parton. Man, do I got a lot of stuff to say about tonight, about today. I mean, today on General Hospital. And see, I gotta see, today's General Hospital. Yeah, to yeah, and on this second see today, just General Hospital. See, Brooklyn finds her mom doing her nails in the in the Quartermain kitchen and needs her help with the wedding. Needs her wait, hold on. Brooklyn finds her mom doing nails in the Quartermain kitchen, needs her help with the wedding, specifically her dress. Brooklyn explains when they decided to downsize the wedding, she halted work. She halted work. Hold on. Hold on. She halted work on Lila's dress. However, she called the shop back to start fixing up the dress, but the fragment is too old and can't be altered and even worn. Lois says it's time to get creative and salvage some part of the dress. Lois stops. Lois calls the shop and learns that the most of the dress is not salvageable, but one part is. Brooklyn talks to the dressmaker and she says she came in for a fitting, not now, but not now as she is crucial business meeting. Brooklyn rushes out. Sonny sits at the Metro Court bar and waits for Lois, only for Natalia to show up. She is here for a business meeting. The person she is meeting is late. Sonny is also meeting someone and asks her to join them, and they can't wait together. Natalie says since their last meeting, it seems happier and lighter. Sonny says he's in the mood to celebrate and fills her in about Dante. Natalia is happy for him, and he was right when he is right when he said there is nothing more important than making sure your child knows you love him. Yes, if things are better between her and Blaze, she says yes and no. She admits she's still struggling with her feelings about her daughter being a lesbian. She asks if it took Sonny to accept it took Sonny time to accept Christina. Sonny says it didn't. Natalia keeps thinking Allison, aka Blaze, is going through a reaction from Link and asks Sonny if she ever questioned if anything happened to Christina. He says he did wonder about her past relationship, but also Christina knows how always been exactly who she is. Sonny asks if Natalia thinks she's knows more about what Allison needs than she does. Natalia says, of course, not that her daughter listens to her. They toast to their daughters. Brooklyn and Lois arrived, BOQ was concerned. Brooklyn and Lois approach Sonny and Natalia and apologize for being late, as there was a wedding emergency. Brooklyn tells Natalia they should go find a table to chat while her mom and Sonny catch up. Lois immediately notices Sonny smiling while looking at Natalia walk away. Lois and Sonny sit down at the bar, and Lois warns Sonny that Natalia is a stage mother and one who is immersed in her daughter's life that Blaze aka Allison, won't be able to have a life of her own. Sonny points out she's involved in BOQ's life, but Lois says she lets Brooklyn be her own person. Their talk turns to Dante's recovery. Sonny explains Sonny explains that he's come to rely more and more on his son lately. Dante has a way of getting through to him and that needs that in his life now. After their table, Natalia tells Brooklyn she questions some of her managerial choices. Natalia notes she has a wedding coming up. Will she be able to focus on her daughter's career? Brooklyn says, of course. Natalia asks, what if another emergency wedding comes up? Say during a meeting with the record executive. They continue talking, and Natalia makes it clear that she wants Blaze's private life to remain private. Brooklyn explains she doesn't manage her private life neither does Natalia. So a word of advice, Brooklyn points out that Sonny is Christina's father, and he thinks she hung the moon. So she doubts he appreciate her trying to keep Christina and Blaze's relationship a secret. Molly arrives at Bobby's and spots Carly, who says she did a great job at Jason's arrangement and thought she hold of prosecuting Jason against her. Carly says, who says I don't? Molly says she Molly said Carly says who says I don't? Molly says she was assigned to the case and Carly knows and Jason is free. Dante is home, so that all that matters. Christina shows up to meet her sister and asks Carly if she's okay with Nina back at Crimson. Carly says she is fine with Carly says she's fine with she is busy here, and Drew must have had a reason to take Nina back. Molly and Christina sit down, and Molly thinks Christina was a little inconsistent with Carly. Christina doubts Carly is crying over Drew and knows her sister is just as curious about the situation as they talk. Josh enters and she gives Christina one gives and she and Christina give one another the cold shoulder. Molly asks what is going on with her and Josh. Yeah, I know. No, I knew there was going to be a feud between Josh and Christina because that was mentioned in spoilers last year. Christina has no idea what Josh's problem is. She tells her about their incident at Jason's arrangement. Meanwhile, Josh tells Carly about Dex becoming caught and how Sonny won't like this. She was worried for Dex, and begins to stating very loud that the FBI needs to investigate and put Sonny in jail for the end of the time. Christina walks over and confronts Josh for talking trash about her father, especially given everything he's done for her. She calls her an ingrate and points out Sonny helped raise her and gave her everything. Well, Josh, I don't see how it's any worse than you signing with any worse than you kissing up to your bad someone who's bad news like your boyfriend Dex. I don't see anything that's worse than that. And Josh says she was a kid and had no choice but to live in Sonny's house as a stepdaughter, and calls Sonny a thug and a killer. Molly steps to her sister's side. Josh tells Molly to show Christina the file on Cyrus's beating, and how Sonny did it. Then show Christina all the files the DA has on Sonny, and maybe she'll see him for who he is. Christina tells Josh she is not going to do this now or here and storms out. Molly scolds Josh and reminds her that Christina is pregnant and doesn't need the stress. And what good does rubbing Sonny in her face will do? Molly follows Christina out. Carly says Josh's rage is hurting herself and she has to find a way to let it go. Josh vents. She's angry about what Sonny made Dex do, and she's angry she cannot be with Dex because she was going through with it. Carly reminds her she has made that choice, and only she knows it was the right one. Josh still loves and misses Dex, and Carly says she's been there. Josh is worried if Dex becomes a cop and Sling will take him out. At Aurora, Drew takes a meeting with Jordan. Jordan talks about how they can work on Port Charles' image and move it away from its reputation as a mafia city. She enjoys talking with him and notes he makes her not being a cop and realize she can still help the city she loves in other ways. She's hoping Aurora will play in a private world in helping improve the city's image. They are interrupted by John Cates, and who Drew asks who he is and what he wants. Jordan introduces John, who has questions about his brother. He asks if Drew has spoken to Jason, and Drew says he hasn't. John asks why did he go to his arrangement. Drew explains they have people in common, and that's the end of it. John doesn't believe him. John warns Drew if Jason is involved in criminal activities, Drew is implicated. He could be sent back to Pentonville. Drew says he can investigate him as much as he wants, but he will make sure the investigation is made public. He's sure the FBI doesn't want him to that exposure. John thanks him for his time and says he hears from his brother to call him Drew. Call him. Drew doesn't to expect to and tells him if he wants to bring down Jason, then that's on him. Alone, Jordan asks Drew who he hates more, Agent Cates or his brother. Drew doesn't hate Jason, but he brings his own Brian in trouble and doesn't want him to be dragged down with him. He thanks her for sticking around. She says watching him take Cates down was a thing of beauty. In Pentonville, Jack gloats that Anna came back to see him, and as he predicted, he heard she is the police commissioner again and can't believe she doesn't miss working in intelligence. She does, but also enjoys police work. Brandon remembers her from back in the day, her ambition and where she and how she was scary. He wonders why she's here. She says a name came up. Mary thinks of him, Pikeman. Brandon explains was the WSB and was investigating Pikeman, but Ann knows he was running Pikeman and was in Pikeman and the WSB at the same time. She tries to deny it, but she knows a partnership with Pikeman gave to WSB untraceable weapons so she could meddle in the countries. It shouldn't have been otherwise. However, he got himself caught because he couldn't leave Port Charles alone. So what is so important about this place? He says, what's not to like about Port Charles? She brings up the hard copy of the file she had on the op they worked on years ago, the one that went south in notes. The $10 million that went missing during it was enough to make a deal with Pikeman. She says that's why he had to silence her. Jack asks why then is she alive? She's still alive, and asks not for a lack of trying. Brennan says just someone framed him, maybe someone who didn't like the direction he was taking to the WSB. He also thinks he could help her if she proves who framed him. Anna will consider it and says, with him inside, who's running Pikeman? She wants a name. He claims he doesn't know, but Anna says she and Dante were targeted by whom, who was working under him. Brandon asks if she can prove that or if she has any evidence tying him to Pikeman. Anna can't tie Pikeman to him now, but she can back in the day thanks to that failed op missions report. She says his career skyrocketed after that op, as if someone higher up rewarded him for what he did, and Pikeman was far too valuable to the WSB than it as it is and as it is now to let go. Again, she asks who is running it now. Jack wishes he could help her, but she is wasting her time. He calls the security guard to take him away. Sam brings Dante home. They sit in the couch. Sam has missed this and was afraid she will never have him in their home again. She loves him and welcomes back with a kiss. Rocco and Scott come home from school and they are happy to see Dante. Sam asks where Danny is. They say he just said he has something to do. Eventually, Danny appears and explains he stopped at Eckerd's to get donuts for Dante's homecoming. Sam sends Scout and Rocco to their room so she can talk to Danny. She says if he didn't want to see Jason, and if he didn't, she believes him and will give him his phone back with the locator on. He thinks she doesn't trust him. She does, but doesn't want him around his father as he leads a dangerous life. Then he heads off to do homework. Sam sees Dante has something to say. Dante thinks she may have made a mistake. Sam is trying to protect her son and doesn't want him sucked into Jason's life. Dante understands, but is concerned that forbidding Danny from seeing Jason will make him want to see him more. Dante will help Sam anyway. She says he is the one Danny can count on. He's been the one present and a father figure to him. The kids come down and ask if they can eat now. Sam says they can, and Olivia brought over some dinner. Sam says since this is a celebration, they could have dessert before dinner, and the kids agree. Danny brings out the donuts, and Dante says it's the best home welcome ever. As the show ends. Well, there'll be no Well, let me say about today's show. I'll say Jagger. All I can say is about Jagger today. Um, let's see. See. About Jagger. I'll say because Jagger. Jagger needs to just shut up today. Jagger. He's just as worse as Drew is because he dirty cop. Because I remember because remember BOQ said he's a disgrace to his badge, and she was right. And Christina today is it's Christina. She's funny. It's funny. She talks about how her dad does with her mom's girlfriend when she got with her mom's daughter got when she got with her mom's daughter Blaze. That is, in my opinion. And that's it. That's all I would say for all of you. And there's no General Hospital on Monday. Some of you that know it'll be preempted due to the solar eclipse on Monday. And that's all I'll do for you. Subscribe to me, Godfather Soldiers, Louis Fleming, hit like, comment on the video. Discuss soaps with all of you anytime. So hit like, comment video, and I got something to close out the show with today. It's called "Deeper Love" by the late Aretha Franklin, #1 hit single, 1994 from the Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit soundtrack, which is a song from 1993's musical comedy Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit sequel to 1992's musical crime comedy Sister Act. So subscribe to me, Godfather Soldiers, so let me hit like, comment video. Have a good evening. Keep watching General Hospital every weekday on ABC. Peace, I'm out of here. And here's Aretha Franklin's hit single from 1994, Deeper Love, from Sister Act 2, Back in the Heaven soundtrack. It's General Hospital on my little review show. I got some music I want to open up.